I feel like so much of coaching right now is, okay, what coaches are you emailing? Who are you asking to come out and play or come out and watch you play? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just like, okay, this is our game plan. Well, like,
yeah, and I think also a part of it is like kids need a chance to be kids. It's like this whole, I feel like college recruiting process and things like that are just getting so much earlier these days. And that's all, I feel like, not all, but that's a huge part of what players are focused on, even like towards the end of middle school, I feel like, which to me is just, it's tough. That puts so much pressure on the players, and they need a chance to grow and mature, and they just need a chance to play and be kids. And I mean, I don't know. I'm thankful that, when I was that age and playing, like, it was not like that really at all. Like going into high school, I would say I didn't feel like I had that pressure, like thinking about, am I going to get recruited? What do I have to do to be recruited? And, I know things have changed, obviously. Like, I don't even know. I mean, Buffalo didn't have like a team that was in these bigger leagues around, or yeah, so things were different. I mean, it looked a lot different, but I think things have just changed so much now, so that kids are so focused on that type of thing rather than like the development part of playing.
So I think instead of the players saying, I want to play at this level, I think it comes from the club pressure, and the club puts the pressure on the parents, and then the parents put the pressure on the kids.
I mean, yeah, I think it's just a cycle, and it's almost like, though, that they don't necessarily, not that they don't know any better, but that's how it is. It seems like everywhere these days, so it's like, okay, well, if people around the rest of the country are getting their names out and talking to colleges, then, we have to also, which I understand that pressure, but I don't know. I think it's honestly kind of unfortunate for the players.
When you were gonna go to Colgate, when did that process start for you? When did you know that you wanted to go to Colgate?
I was trying to think about this because I don't remember honestly the exact timeline, but I think I committed like the beginning of my junior year to them.
Okay.
So obviously you start the process like before that and earlier in high school. I would say my sophomore year is when I started like taking tours and kind of seeing what was out there.
Who else? What other tours did you go on? Like what other schools did you visit?
I visited UB. I also visited Penn State, West Virginia. Oh my gosh, what other schools did I visit? I'm trying to think.
And what was it about Colgate? Was it academic? Was it the money that you were given?
Not necessarily. I think it was just kind of everything. It was kind of like the vibes that I got from the coach and the team. I mean, it's a beautiful campus. The academics are really, really high. And at that time they had a really good soccer team too. And there was other girls from Buffalo actually on that team. So it just kind of felt like a good fit for me at that time.
Was it Jenna Rabel on there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But then, I mean, then you get there, and for me, it just didn't end up being a good fit. I mean, I went in, obviously, with an injury, which was hard.
We've covered that.
Yeah, but then even just, like, the location, it's a very small school. It's, kind of out in the middle of nowhere. But, I mean, I know people who have loved it there. So it really just kind of depends on the person and about finding the right fit for you. And that's one thing, too, I feel like with younger players, they, when you're going through that process, even for myself, like, I felt like it was the end-all and be-all decision. Like, that was the decision that you had to stick with for, like, the rest of your life, and it can feel like that because of all of the pressure and the time and the commitment and the money and all that stuff that you put into it. But I think it is important for players to know that, if something doesn't feel right, or if you don't, if you're not super happy and just feel like it's not a good fit for you, those decisions can be changed. Now that's, it has to go in balance with, like, if you get to a school and you don't get any playing time, your freshman year, that's not necessarily a reason to transfer. I mean, it's really up to you, but I don't know. I think players have to kind of balance that out and see, what fits for them.
time.